Hey, this number makes me depressed as shit, so please subscribe. Watch the entire video before following me in the comments. Discord, Twitter, Twitch are all in the description. Please join the Discord, I'm lonely. A fandom, for those in the dark, is a condition of being a fan of something or someone, which practically means everyone is part of a fandom. Unless you're a soulless, hateful, clout-chasing, retard fool like me. And since I'm an untalented, hateful, soulless, racist, transphobic, black, clout-chasing, misguided, I take the ring!
To an extent, the aerosol.
I will now be bashing the fans of the shows I don't like, talking about why I'm not the biggest fan of cartoons fandoms, and my solution on how to make fandoms toxicity free. I think I should talk about my main issue I have with fandoms, and that's the never have I ever seen such ungrateful, toxic, whiny man-children in my entire life. I'll get into the internal toxicity later, but let's talk about how most cartoon fandoms react to people outside of said fandom. Usually, it's not well.
Hey y'all, come look at this!
Troll review. It's cool to be an edgelord, but don't bother giving them views.
If you happen to be a white person talking about any show of the MC being black and or gay, you are fucked. They will disregard your opinion until you join them or leave whatever site you said these slanderous claims on. We saw it with the Steven Universe fanbase 2 years ago, and now we're seeing it with Toe fans attempting to silence anyone and even lie about anyone who says their show is not good. Hell, most of it is because people don't like their ships. Oh no, not the ships, no! Now I know you're asking, where's all of this toxicity coming from? It's twitter.fucking.com, lads. Twitter is a site where a bunch of sensitive people try their hardest to get mad at anything they don't agree with. The outhouse is shit. As we all know, everyone's IQ is low just by having the app on their phones, and the IQ is further lowered when they make a post on this garbage site. I will never understand why children think they're obligated to defend their favorite show from the awful contrarians. But here they are, appearing in my threads every time I scroll through this hell site. See, this is why kids shouldn't be allowed to use the internet, they're too retarded. Oh, and then there's fucking Reddit. Oh, wrong logo. Reddit is a site where everyone sucks the popular opinion off in order to get Reddit gold and karma. Reddit, without exaggeration, is an echo chamber, and just like Germany in the 1940s, people still refuse to question whether or not their morally bankrupt decisions are bad for their people. Ignoring the fact that Reddit is a place where people would rather make up an imaginary sibling on the verge of death just for 3 extra upvotes, I can't see myself completely blaming the fans here, as there's only really 2 options when joining a subreddit. Either join the stay endorsed one, which will most likely definitely have more members than any other cartoon subreddit, or a fan-made one with less moderation. Because of the lack of moderation, the more peculiar fans will start. There'll be an SFW. You might be uncultured and not like NSFW, so you join the official Reddit instead. I do get why people end up joining the official subreddit, but then I can only ask if the very owners of your subreddit are dickheads who'd rather shit talk a child for making a negative video on their favorite IP before going silent when the minor responds with facts and logic. Then please save your money for a therapist to cure your dumbassery. What do you mean there's another site? No, you don't mean. No! No! Tumblr is a site almost completely populated by sexual degenerates, brainlets, and Lily Orchard. You all thought Twitter was a hellhole? Nigga, this place is the hell gorge of cartoon fandoms. This is also why I want to talk about the internal toxicity, as Tumblr is practically known for this shit. A few years ago, there were 3 accounts of children being bullied into attempted suicide because of minor shit like changing a character's proportions. Then there's that one time Tumblr started attacking someone for whitewashing characters, which yes will be a video in itself at some point, only for that person to then be revealed as a black transgender person, which led to the attack stopping. This isn't a Tumblr problem either, this shit happens everywhere, even on YouTube. We all know most of the toxicity is coming from kids, so I have a pretty simple solution. Ban children! I don't give a monkey trucking buck if your child is targeted at kids, because they simply cannot handle talking about their show without becoming their entire personality. Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about? A big problem is that children, both real children and those of the mental ages of one, tend to take any critique of their show as an attack on themselves as a person, which most of the time the person dunking on your show doesn't even know who you are, nigga. As an objectively correct child myself, I know exactly why kids do this. There's a comfort in finding a community of people as passionate as you are into your shows. Instead, you'll try your damned hardest to convince them that your show is the best thing since sliced bread, and there's a simple solution to this. Whenever you see someone saying your show is bad, pay attention, I'll be bashing your show later. Take a second to acknowledge the critiques, and if you think they're unreasonable, then defend your show. But, and this is a big fucking but, if your entire argument is, I disagree with you, you're just complaining for the sake of complaining, then I'll simply mock you for eternity, because that is just not not being open-minded. I'm not going to pretend that you guys don't know what YouTube is as a site, so let's get straight to the point. YouTube is a site where a bunch of kids intentionally go look for a video that they don't like and then moan, saying something like, well, if you don't like it, then don't watch it. Which holds no weight by their own logic, because they shouldn't be watching the video in the first place. My issue is, as much as I'd love to rip into some cartoon channels, isn't the YouTubers themselves, but how their fans react to anything. Make a video on something that's bad? Dislike bombed. Make a video on something about toxic fandoms? Retarded comments. Make a video on Steven Universe. Have multiple people bully you and tell you to kill yourself repeatedly. Because that's exactly why I hate fandoms. I really didn't know what to do with this video, honestly. I could either make a video being extremely specific and target the fandoms I think were the worst, or overgeneralize and occasionally bring up these fandoms. As you can see, I chose the latter. I know I said in the past that not liking a show because of its fandom is a weak mindset, but I said that naively thinking things would get better. But god, did they only get worse. Who knows, I might make it your fandom isn't toxic in the future if they can actually fix their shit, but that's not looking likely as the amount of shit takes I keep seeing on this hell site is increasing.